number 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saints on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd and inches. Going back to the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Ooh. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And they'll pick up there of 19 yards. 1st down, New Orleans. 39-yard line. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Forced out left. He'll tuck it and take off.
A gain of 9 yards. Saints.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw.
At the 26-yard
That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown, number 7 for him on the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
And the Falcon 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Moving left. Now to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one broken up. And it's incomplete to the defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season.
Ready, set. Set up.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. touchdown, Atlanta. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. Bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Saints 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. The throw taken in, and he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught, and he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is the running back for the home team. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. The Buccaneers would go on to a 12-point victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is George Pickens. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Cowboys win their second straight as they get the victory here. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Chicago Bears. And here's the running back for the visiting team. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Bears are absolutely red hot. They've now won 7 in a row as they get the job done in this one. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
On the 6. 70 Timberwolves.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. Here's a toss, right side. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. Not gaining any either. It's third down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Back to throw. Rolling to the left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now he'll air one out. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Going right. It's taken in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. His 4th TD grab of the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Falcons have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Now, faking the give. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
He's brought down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he will score! Touchdown, Saints.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
McPherson, good on the extra point. Saints are back to within 7. It's 28-21. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard.
Cougar 19.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second one, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
On the move left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. They're able to convert by plenty on third and 1. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, first and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. He'll try the right side this time. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Atlanta. His 12th touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough to claw yourself back in it.
Now, for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Quick hitting slant there. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now give up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take off again.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Going back to the backfield. He'll get the counter here. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll stick with him again. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. set up to throw. And he cannot get the sack. And they will turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Incomplete in the end
They'll
zone.
go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Falcons 35. Saints 28.
No way to stop the clock other than the 2-minute warning, so they're going to try the onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. This was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go. Go.
Up the middle they go. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They face second down and 7. They'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. He's going to air this one out to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Falcons. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Falcons tack on one more to their lead. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
He'll step up and run. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Saints, first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now, second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 42, Saints 35.
The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees. With the win.
Now a toss play, running left. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.
On outside of Los Angeles. Let's stop in town.
2/3 of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start down in the Bayou. The Saints at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And here's the Falcons wideout. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the Broncos wideout. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Broncos win it in overtime by 3. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the New England Patriots. And this is the Patriots running back. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. The Patriots are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
And rock a rhyme, I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. How is it, B? It's tricky, it's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. How is it, D? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. Tricky, huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far. Oh, girl and Carol follows Daryl every gig we Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryan. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Falcons. His team already has the X by their name. They have clinched the division. Now it's all about best seeding. Here's our first carry for their running back. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
Go with their fullback, try and get it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
At the Texans' 2-yard line.
Let the fullback try to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on third and goal? It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Texans 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Individually, he comes in today's game, Mike, feeling really confident. He had a great week last week, 4 touchdowns, had that 1 interception. That was a bad decision, but there's a lot to build off of. The problem is, it came in defeat. So now the question is, can he elevate his play even more? eliminate a few of the bad decisions, and along the way, bring along some better performances out of the guys around him. If he can pull that off, I think they got a great shot.
They'll try to sneak it here. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And in motion is Coleman. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
And he'll get about 5. With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. So, from 37, here's second and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So, third down, forthcoming. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw here on third and short. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down. A gain of 5. And the Texans first down.
And in motion is Coleman. They'll give on the ground. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it second down and 11. Back to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And a nice run, close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Brings up third and 3.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Throwing here on, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Loss of 6 yards.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
No issues there. This one is good. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Woo! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. We're pretty close. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Point try, 4th time. He knocks it through. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 14-3. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crowd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9, nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good.
He's in. Touchdown Atlanta. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And Falcons move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Texans 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. D'Amico Ryan's there, the Texans' former linebacker, their current head coach. This guy's going to take over here once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Throwing now on third and long. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the air one more time.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Down. They'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
Texans first down. A gain of 13 yards. Touchdown, Texans.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And it's the first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. He is at his best when the lights are brightest. 4 touchdown passes for him on the night. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And this is the Titans quarterback. He was sensational all afternoon. This, one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Titans are in a good spot here. 2/3 of the way through the season, they stand 8-4 with this victory. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the home team running back. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Saints get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Drive will start on the ground. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Ready? Here we go.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Handoff here, up the middle. Lots of space, past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play.
On the ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, let go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcon. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. No chance at all. He'll go down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Flushed to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is... Incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. Second and 10.
Ready?
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. On the toss, they'll run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Well, here down the field, will fall incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires quickly, it is complete on the slant. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Come on.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Atlanta. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes. He'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let go.
Here's a toss, right side. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. Will be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Next, put.
Here's a toss as they look to run. He is met and dropped. couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Going up top. That's caught! And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add at point grid. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Oh, it's a win here for the Falcons. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December. They continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
Chill, right on my side as my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like in, take a breath, and my mouth gets loose.
Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is the Raider running back. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Raiders come away with an 8-point victory. From there, why don't we go out to the Space City of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And here is the running back. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown. The Texans come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets hosting the New England Patriots. And this is the running back. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Patriots win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.